So, we have inverse proportion. For example, we have here 1:2. So, kapag nakakita tayo ng tutuldok or dalawang dots, we must read it is 2, okay? 1 bago tutuldok, that is read as is 2. Then, the number 2, 1:2 is equals to 45n is to 45 is to n, okay? So, like the direct proportion, we have the extremes and the means. Ganyan din dito sa inverse proportion. We have the extreme and we also have the means. Ang pinagkaiba nila is the scenario, the situation. Kasi sa inverse proportion, paglaki ng extremes, pagliit naman ng kanyang means. Or ibig sabihin, pag yung isang quantity lumalaki, lumiliit naman yung isa. So, for example, we have here. So, who wants to read the engage? Ako na lang babasa. The engage. Mang Pilo can finish digging a flower bed in 45 minutes. So, digging. Naguhukay daw siya ng flower bed, si Mang Pilo. So, si Mang Pilo, isa lang siya, diba? So, we have Mang Pilo, then nagdidig siya ng flower bed into 45 minutes. Yan. Si Mang Pilo, kaya niya. Si Mang Pilo, diba? Si Mang Pilo, paano ba itusulat si Mang Pilo? Yan. Ilagay na lang natin to. So, we have here Mang Pilo. Yan. Kaya nang gumawa or dig, alam niyo naman yung dig, naguhukay siya ng flower bed into 45 minutes. Kayang gumawa ni Ma'am Pilo or kayang humukay ni Ma'am Pilo ng flower bed into 45 minutes. 45 minutes yung kayang gawin ni Ma'am Pilo na maghukay ng dig a flower bed. Ngayon naman, if he will be helped by his son, so dalawa na sila. Si Ma'am Pilo kasi isa lang. Ngayon, kapag si Ma'am Pilo and his son, dalawa na sila, diba? So, ilalagay natin. Ma'am Pilo and his son. So, ilan na siya? Dalawa na sila kasi kasama na yung son niya. So, tinatanong dito, ilang minutes naman ang kaya nilang hukayin in one flower bed. Nakuha natin. So, sa una, si Ma'am Pilo, kaya niyang hukayin ang isang flower bed in 45 minutes. However, what if tinulungan siya ng kanyang anak or his son helped him to dig a flower bed? Ganito ang gagawin natin. 1:2, it means, ang una, kung ilan yung mga tao. Dito muna tayo sa una. Si Ma'am Pilo is 2. Doon naman sa dalawa niyang anak, Ma'am Pilo and his son. Yun yung una nating, sabi natin, proportion is 1:2. Kung sa direct proportion, Ma'am Pilo to 45 minutes, that is 1:45, diba? Direct proportion. Ngayon, sa inverse proportion, dito tayo, kabaliktaran. Ma'am Pilo to his son naman, kung ilan yung tao. So, 1:2 yung gagawin natin. Ngayon, itong 45 minutes to 45 minutes din. Diba? Itong 1 person to sa person din. Person to person, then minutes to minutes. Okay? So, person to person, then equals natin 2 minutes to minutes. So, unang scenario natin, 1 person, then dapat ang nasa unahan din, yung kung ilang minutes yung kayang gawin ni Ma'am Pilo. Sa pangalawa naman natin, so we have 2, dahil dalawang tao na sila. So, sa pangalawang proportion natin, dapat kung ilang minutes na yung kayang gawin ng dalawang tao. Kaya, ang ating equation natin is 1:2 equals 45 is to n. So, same procedure lang din. We have the extremes. This is the extremes, diba? So, this is the extremes and we also have the means. Anong ginagawa natin sa extremes pati sa means? What are we going to do with the extremes and with the means? We're going to what? Siguro, nagpasko lang. Nagpasko na nga ba? Ay, hindi. Nag-ano pala tayo, diba? Nag-class pala tayo last week. So, ay hindi nga, ngayon pa lang ating unang class, 'di ba? Kasi last week wala tayong class. So, nag-pass pa lang, hindi na natandaan. So, sa extremes pati sa means,
Sir,
we're going, yes?
sir, pwede niyo po kopya. Sir, pwede po yung kopyahan.
Oo, pwedeng kopyahin. Habang nakikinig, okay? So, make sure you listen. So, we have the extremes and we have the means. Yung extremes, outer to outer, and the means, inner to inner. So, ang gagawin natin, we're going to multiply the extremes and we're going to multiply the means. So, sa extremes, that is 1 times n. Yan. Or 1 times n. 1 times n. Then, equals natin siya. Sa means naman, that is 2 times 45. 2 times 45. Okay? So, what is 1 times n?
1N.
1n. So, kapag tinimes natin ng 1 times n, that is 1n, pinagsama lang natin. Then, what is 2 times 45?
90.
90. 2 times 45, that is 90. So, as you recall, sino nakakaalala ng sunod na gagawin? Ano ang sunod natin gagawin? We have 1n is equals to 90.
Here, divide both.
Yes. I-divide natin both side in what number?
1. 9.
1. So, i-divide natin both side by 1. So, cancel si 1 dito, cancel si 1, matitira si n. Kasi kailangan natin i-isolate si n. We need to isolate n to find the true value of n dito, diba? So, para malaman natin yung true value ni n. Mali pala ako, no? Ay, tama. So, kapag ganitong ginawa natin, nag-direct proportion lang tayo. So, kasi magiging 90, lalo lang lumaki. So, back tayo, balik tayo. May, ano, diba, we have 1 is to 2. Yan. Diba, we have 1 is to 2, then equals to 45 is to n. Yon, yun na nakalimutan ni sir. Yan. Diba, 1 is to 2 equals 45 is to n. So, we have the extremes and we have the means. So, punta kayo dito sa 45 and sa n. So, tandaan natin to class para hindi rin tayo mag-error katulad ng ginawa ni sir. Diba, sa 45 is to n. Kapag na-arrange natin, si 45 is to n, babalik ta rin naman natin sila. That's why we have the inverse proportion. Kapag sinabi natin inverse, kabaliktaran. So, we're going to change 45 pati sa n. So, magkaroon tayo ng 1 is to 2 equals n is to 45. Babalik ta rin natin yon. So, parang in-arrange natin siya into direct proportion, then gagawin natin siyang inverse proportion, babalik ta rin natin siya, yung n pati 45, babalik ta rin natin. And then multiply natin sa extremes pati sa mean. 2 times n, then 1 times 45. So, 1 times, we have 1 times 45. Ito na yung tunay class ha. So, burahin nyo yung nakopya nyo kaninang mali. 1 times 45 is equals to 2 times n. Yan. So, we have 1 times 45 is equals to 2 times n. So, what is 1 times 45? That is 45. Then, dito naman, 2 times n, that is 2n. Yan, we have 2n. So, gaya nga sabi nyo kanina, we're going to divide both side by 2. So, divide natin both side by 2. So, cancel natin si 2, cancel si 2. So, maiiwan natin si n. So, isolate natin si n. Then, dito naman, we have 45 divided by 2. So, what is 45 divided by 2? Forty-five divided by 2.
22.5. 22.5.
So, 22.5. So, tingnan natin. So, we have 45 dito. Dito muna tayo, single digit. Kasi ito lang naman siya, so kaya na natin yon. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So, 2 times 2, that is 4. Then, subtract natin 4 minus 4, that is 0. So, bring down natin to 5. 5 divided by 2, that is 2. 2 times 2, that is 4. So, subtract, we have 1. So, lagyan natin ng point. Bring down natin at tayo 0. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. So, 5 times 2, that is 10. So, we have the remainder of 0. So, we have 22.5. So, it means kapag nagtulong si Mang Pilo, pati yung kanyang anak, imbis na 45 minutes yung kanila magawa, magiging 22.5 minutes na lang. Kasi we have the n is equals to 22.5. So, may sasagot natin, Ma'am Pilo, if his son helped Ma'am Pilo to dig a garden, a flower bed, so he will get a 22.5. 22.5 minutes ang kanilang oras para magawa or magagawa nila sa loob ng 22.5 minutes yung flower bed. Okay? So, tandaan natin lagi ito, class. So, pagka 45 is to n, babalik rin naman natin yon para maging n is to 45. Kailangan natin balik rin siya na n is to 45 para makuha natin. Kasi pag hindi natin siya binaliktad, para lang tayong ginawa natin last week or last time na nag-direct proportion lang tayo. So, this is an inverse proportion. So, kaya nga tinawag na inverse, we're going to change one of the ratio. So, naunawaan? Sino may tanong? So, pwede nyo kopyahin. Ito na yung pwede nyo kopyahin. So, take a copy. So, babalik na rin natin yung 8 pati yung n. So, we have 25. Sulat lang natin si 25 pati si 50. 25 is to 50. Then, equals to 8. So, 8 pati n, i-invert natin sila. So, magiging n is to 8. Then, multiply natin yung extremes pati yung means. Yung extremes, outer to outer yon. Then, yung means naman, inner to inner. So, we have 25 times 8 is equals to 50 times n. So, what is 25 times 8? 25 times 8. Anyone? So, 25 times 8. 5 times 8, that is 40. So we're going to carry 4. 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 4, that is 20. So overall, we have 200. So we're going to have 200 is equals to 50 times n. What is 50 times n?
50n.
N. Then what is the next thing we're going to do? Next step.
Divide.
Yes, we're going to divide both sides in what number?
50.
Okay, very good. We're going to divide both sides by 50. Para ma-isolate natin or maipakita natin the true value of n. So we're going to divide both sides by 50. Then cancel si 50, cancel si 50, matitira si n sa, ano ba to? Right side. And 200 over 50, what is 200 over 50?
4.
4. So 200 over 50, that is 4. So it means, kung yung 25 employees, kaya nilang ubusin yung 32 liters of water in 8 days. Ngayon, meron naman tayong 50 employees, kaya nilang ubusin yung 32 liters in what days? How many days? 4 days. Okay? So, the 50 employees, office employees, can consume, ano ba nilagay? Yun nga, can consume 32 liters of water in how many days? 4 days. Yan. Pwede natin isagot na ganyan. The 50 office employees can consume 32 liters of water in 4 days. Okay? So, naunawaan ba natin?
Opo.
Yes? Yes, Marco?
Ano po yung 50 naging 4?
Yung 50 naging? Ano yung Marco? What is your...
Paano po yung 15 naging 4?
Ito yon 200 divided by 50. Kaya naging 4 siya. So, we're going to divide 200 into 50. So, diba 200? Yan. So, isip ka, ilang 50 meron kay 200? Diba there is 450? So, apat na 50, makakabuo tayo ng 400. Then, 4 times 50, that is 200. So, subtract natin, 0. So, there is 450 in 200, kaya naging 4 siya. Kasi dinivide natin yung 200 sa 50. Okay? Kaya naging 4 yung sagot natin. Okay, so take a screenshot or copy it in your notebook. Sabi dito, 5 pipes can fill a pool in 3 hours. Yung 5 pipes, so tubo. Diba? Nakakita tayo ng tubo. Yung 5 tubo o 5 pipes, kaya niyang punuin yung pool in 3 hours. Kapag 5 tubo or 5 pipe, kaya niyang punuin yung pool. So, ang daming tubig nun, diba? Then, if only 2 pipes, paano kaya kapag 2 pipes lang yung binuksan? Sinarado yung 3 pipes. Yung 2 pipes lang yung binuksan. How long will it take to fill the pool? Tingin nyo, ano siya? Greater than 3 hours or lower than 3 hours mapupuno yung pool? Kapag naging 2 pipes na lang,
Greater.
greater. Kasi umunti na lang yung pipes, diba? So, magiging greater. So, let's see. Computing natin kung greater talaga siya. Sabi dito, 5 pipes. So, we have 5 pipes. Kaya niyang punuin ang pool in 3 hours. 3 hours dito. Then, if only 2 pipes na lang yung binuksan. Then, ano sabi dito? It's only 2 pipes. How long it will take to fill the pool? So, how long? It means itong N natin, yung oras na hanapin natin. That will be our N. So, this is the first ratio natin and this is our second ratio. So, first ratio natin, we have 5:2 is equals to 3:n. Then, ano ulit yung kailangan natin gawin bago computein, bago ipag-multiply?
Switch. Yung 3 tsaka N po.
Okay, switch or invert natin or baliktarin natin, di ba? So, sulat natin si 5:n is 5:2. Then, yung 3:n magiging n:3. Baliktarin natin yon. Then, multiply the extremes, then multiply the means. So, we have here 5 times 3, di ba? That is our extremes. 5 times 3, and our means naman is 2 times n. Multiply natin. What is 5 times 3?
15.
15. Then what is 2 times n?
2N.
2n. So kapag pinagmumultiply natin yung numbers, pati variables, that was what we call variables or letters, pagsasamahin lang natin yon. Hindi natin yung mapagmumultiply. Pagsasamahin lang natin yon. Then anong sunod natin gagawin? We're going to divide both sides
Divide.
by what number?
2.
2. So, we're going to divide both sides by 2. So, cancel si 2, cancel si 2, matitira si n. At dito naman, what we're going to do with 15/2? We're going to divide it. I-divide natin. Itong 2 na nasa baba, denominator, that will be in the outside, then 15 will be in the inside. So, hindi naman natin pwedeng divide si 1 kay 2, kaya not be, diba? So, yung whole 15 natin, i-divide natin kay 2. 15 divided by 2.
7.
7 lang. So, 7 lang yung kasya, diba? Then, 7 times 2, that is 14. Then, subtract natin. 15 minus 14, that is 1. So, may remainder pa. So, it means we need to continue. By continuing, we need to add decimal point, then add 0. Then, bring down 0. 10 divided by 2. What is 10 divided by 2?
5.
5. Then 5 times 2, that is 10. So 10 minus 10 is equate 0. So we have the answer of 7.5. So it means kapag 2 pipes lang yung binuksan at sinarado yung 3 pang pipes, aabutin sila ng how many hours?
7.5.
7.5 hours. Okay? So ganun lang siya. So, HRS, pinaikling hours lang siya. So, we have here, so we have the answer of 7.5 or 7.5 hours. There is only 2 pipes na open. So, is anyone get our lesson? Nakukuha ba natin? How about the others? Okay ba, Rapunzel?
Opo.
How about Martisa? Okay ba, Martisa? May tanong ba?
Opo.
How about Marco?
Yes.
Yes. Parang may doubt pa. So, let's see. So, I will give another. Another example. So, kindly read number 3, Marco. The school feeding program,
And from page 91
92. 92.
and 2. Um, the school feeding program has enough supplies to feed 30 children for 20 days. If 40 children are to be fed, in how many days will be supply less given? 30, dalawang dots, 40.
Stop na, Marco. Okay. So, stop na doon. So, sabi dito, feeding program naman ngayon tayo. The school feeding program has enough supply to feed 30 children for 20 days. So, sabi dito, ilan? 30 children. Ang kaya nilang pakainin sa feeding program, 30 children. In how many days daw yung 30 children? Sabi, in 20 days. So, they can feed 30 children in 20 days. While the others naman, kaso, ang tanong, if 40 children are to be fed, 30 children yung pinakain nila in 20 days. Ngayon, paano kaya kapag 40 children na yung kanilang pakakainin? Ano kaya mangyayari? Tatagal kaya ng 20 days? Or mas i-ikli sa 20 days ang kanilang pagkain, supply ng pagkain? So, yun yung aalamin natin. So, yung days, that will be our N. Siyempre, ang first ratio natin, 30:40. Then, our second ratio is 20:N. Diba? So, 30:40, then 20:N. So isulat na natin, 30:40. Then equals to 20:N. So, interchange 20:N, yung pangalawa nating ratio, diba? Itong 30:40, copy lang natin siya. Then, yung 20:N, yun yung babalitarin natin. Katulad ng ginagawa natin kanina. From 20:N, magiging N:20 siya. Diba? Baka matintay na ito. Then, compute extremes and means. So, compute natin sa extreme pati si means. So, si 30 times 620 natin yon. 30 times 20. Then, yung isa naman is 40 times n. So, Martisa, what is 30 times 20? What is 30 times 20, Martisa? Mawala na si Martisa. Sige, anyone?
Sir,
What?
600 po.
Yes,
600.
600. So, we have 600. Ito natin lagay. 600 yan. 100 yan. Then, 40 times n. So, Rapunzel, what is 40 times n?
15.
40 times n. Dito muna tayo. What is 40 times n? Ano yung magiging sagot kapag pinag-multiply natin yung 40 pati n? Simply, parang pagsasamahin lang natin sila, diba? 40 times n, so that will be 40.
40N po.
On 40n. So, pagsasamahin lang natin sila. Kapag nag-multiply tayo ng numbers pati letters, pinagsasama lang natin yan. That will be 40n. Then, next natin gagawin, we're going to divide both side by what number? Divide natin sila both side by
40.
kung ano yung kasama ni n, doon natin sila i-divide. Dahil 40 ang kasama ni n, kay 40 natin sila parehas i-divide. 40. Then dito 40. So, cancel si 40, cancel si 40, matitira si n. Then, what is 600 divided by 4? Anyone? Kahit sino sa inyo? 600 divided by 40. So, pwede natin yung computein. We have 40 divided by 600. So, pwede ng 2 digits, di ba? 60 divided by 40, that is 1 lang. Then 1 times 40, that is 40. Then 60 minus 40, 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 6 minus 4, that is 2. So, hindi na kasya si 20 divided by 40, so we need to bring down na. Bring down natin to 0. Then 200 divided by 40. So, there is a ilang 40 meron kay 200? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. There is a 540. So, 5. Then, 5 times 40, that is 200. So, 200 minus 200, 0. So, meron tayong sagot na 15. So, it means, itong 15 na to, this is the 15 days. So, ang n natin is equals to 15 days. So, bumaba siya, diba? Kasi lumaki yung bilang ng ating children, bumaba naman yung bilang ng ating days. Diba ganun siya? Pag lumiit naman yung bilang ng children, nahaba yung bilang ng days natin. Then, kapag lumaki naman yung bilang ng children, bababa naman yung bilang ng ating days. So, ganun. So, ang sagot natin, 15 days. So, kailangan pa sentence. What is our answer sa sentence? The supply will last for 15 days. So, the supply, mali pa yung spelling supply. Sorry. So, that is double P. So, the supply will last for 15, kulang pa din. Will last for 15 days. The supply will last for 15 days. So, that should be our answer. Naintindihan? Sino may tanong? Naintindihan ba natin mga bata? How about Marcos? Naintindihan mo ba, Marcos? Ngiti-ngiti si Marcos. Oh. How about you, Martisa? Are you still there? O nakatulog ka na? Okay. So we have 4 times 80 then equals to n times 60. So what is 4 times 80? 4 times 80. What is 4 times 80? 4 times 80? 20. 4 times 80, 20. 4 times 80, that is 240. Kailangan natin what is 4 times 80. So write natin 80 times 4. O 4 times 80. 4 times 0, that is 0. Then 4 times 8. Hindi siya. 3,000. Sorry. Pati si Sir, mali. Bakit gayon? 4 times 8, that is 32. Diba? So, 32. Tama ba, Sir? 4 times 80, that is yan. Then, equals natin siya kay 60. 10. Kasi 60 times 10, that is 60n. Bakit ganun ang sagot nyo? Bakit 3 ang sagot nyo lahat? Anong sagot nyo lahat dito? Lahat kayo 3 ang sagot? Why? So, divide natin both side by 60. So, cancel to, cancel, and is equals to, n is equals, n na lang yung matitira, then we have 320 divided by 60. What is 320 divided by 60? So, divide natin sila sa 60. So, 32, ilang 32 meron, ilang 60 meron kay, gawin na natin 320. So, cancel na natin yung mga 00. So, ilang 32 meron kay 60? Ilang 6 pala meron kay 32, sorry. So, it is 5 lang, diba? 5 times 30. So, we have 5. So, 30. So, we bring down 2. So, lagyan natin so, pagka 0 natin, 5.4. Hindi, 5.3. 20 divided by 6, that is 20 divided by 6, that is 3. So, continuous siya, diba? So, lagyan na lang natin siya ng hyphen sa taas, like na yung pinag-aralan natin last time. Lagyan na ng hyphen. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 5.3 hours. So, 5.3 hours. So, lagyan natin yung hyphen na mata-travel niya from Manila to Baguio kung ang takbo niya lang is 60 km per hour. So, mali yung 3 na sagot natin class A. Hindi 3 ang sagot natin sa number 1, kundi that is 5.3. Kasi tinan nyo, kung 4 hours siya sa 80 km, mabilis ang 80 km, dapat mas lalaki pa yung number niya pag 60 km na yung kanyang takbo. Okay, so ang sagot sa number 1 dapat is 5.3. So, take a screenshot natin dito. So, take a screenshot. Then, burahin ko na. And then, sagutan naman natin yung number 3. So, sa number 3, Vivian, kindly read number 3.
3 dressmakers can sew the required number of uniforms in 4 weeks. How many dressmakers are needed to sew the same number of uniforms in only 1 week?
Okay. Sabi, 3 dressmaker. Sa 3 dressmaker, doktor na natin. 3 dressmakers. Kaya niyang gumawa ng or kaya niyang mag-sew ng uniforms in 4 weeks. Yan. Same unit yon. Ngayon naman, how many dressmaker are needed to sew the same number of uniforms in 1 week? So, ang N ngayon natin, yung dressmaker ulit. Dressmaker. Pero ngayon, 1 week na lang yung binibigay sa kanilang time. 1 week. So, we have the ratio 3:n, diba? Kasi ito mag-partner, then ito mag-partner. So, we have 3:n is equals to 4:1. So, we need to interchange. Binaliktad nyo ba kanina yung dulo natin? Kailangan babaliktarin natin. Kahit ito yung baliktarin natin, same lang din yung magiging answer natin. Okay? Kahit naman unahan yung baliktarin o yung dulo, same lang din naman yung magiging answer. So, we have 3:n, then equals to, yung 4:1, magiging 1:4. Then, saka natin sila, pag-multiply, extremes and means. So, 3 times 4, magkakaroon tayo ng 3 times 4, then equals to 1 times n. So, what is 3 times 4? That is 12. Then equals natin, what is 1 times n? Understood that that is 1n. So, we're going to divide both sides by 1. So, cancel natin si 1, cancel natin si 1. So, matitira natin si n. Then, 12 divided by 1, that is 12. So, ang sagot natin sa number 3 is 12 dapat. Okay? So, sagot sa number 3, that is 12. Okay, may tumama naman sa inyo sa number 3. So, take a screenshot. So, let's go naman in number 4. So, Rapunzel, kindly read number 4.
A number of sachets of shampoo can be used by only 6 girls in 7 days. If the number of sachets
Sachet.
of shampoo lasted only for 3 days, how many girls used them?
Okay. So, sabi dito, a number of sachet of shampoo can be used by only 6 girls in 7 days. So, ginamit daw ng 6 girls in 7 days. Yung shampoo, diba? Ngayon naman, tinatanong sa atin, if the number of sachet of shampoo lasted only for 3 days, how many girls used them? So, yung girls and ulit yung girls natin, then, yung days naman natin na sunod is 3 days na lang. Yan. So, ilang girls na lang daw yung gumamit? Kung nag-last ito ng 3 days lang, it means dumami yung girls na gumamit kasi lumiit yung number of days. So, gawin natin, i-ratio na natin ang ratio, 6 girls sa n, then 7 days to 3 days. So, we have 6:n is equals to 7:3. So, balik na rin natin yung 7:3. Gagawin natin 3:7 yon para malaman natin this is an inverse proportion. So, we have 3:7. So, multiply ulit natin sa means, sa extremes, pati sa means. So, 7 times, so we have 6 times 7 is equals to n times 3. So, n times 3. So, we have 6 times 7. So, what is 6 times 7? What is 6 times 7? Anyone? 6 times
42.
7. 42. Tama. Then, what is n times 3?
3n.
3n. So, we're going to divide both side by 3. Kasi 3 ang kasama ni n. So, sino yung kasama ni n? Sa kanya lang natin sila parehas i-divide. So, cancel natin, baba natin si n kasi si n na lang yung matitira. Then, 42 divided by 3. What is 42 divided by 3?
14.
14. It means merong 14 girls na gumamit ng shampoo kaya naubos ito sa loob ng 13 days. Okay? There is 13 girls that use that shampoo kaya mabilis naubos sa 3 days. Kasi kung 6 girls lang daw sila, nauubos yung shampoo nila in 7 days. Eh ngayon, madaming girls ang gumamit. 14 girls ang gumamit. Kaya mas mabilis naubos yung shampoo nila. Diba? So, ang sagot natin sa number 4 is 14. Now, copy nyo agad. Marcos, can you read number 5?
To finish constructing bookshelves in the library, it takes 9 carpenters to finish them in 15 days. How many carpenters are needed to finish the bookshelves in 10 days only?
Okay. So, there are carpenters making bookshelves. There is a 9 carpenters. Sa 9 carpenters, so sa 9 carpenters, they can finish the bookshelves in just 15 days. Yan. So, 9 carpenters can finish bookshelves in 15 days. Yan. Okay, 9 carpenters can finish in 15 days. Ngayon, how many carpenters? Tinatanong how many carpenters ang kailangan natin para matapos ang bookshelves in just 10 days. Yan. So, kailangan natin i-ratio sila. So, we have the ratio 9 is to n. 9 is to n is equals to 15 is to 10. 15 is to 10. Yan. We have 9 is to n, then equals 15 is to 10. So, babalik na rin natin yung 15 is to 10. So, we have 9 is to 10, 9 is to n is equals to 10 is to 15. Kailangan natin balik na rin kasi this is an inverse proportion. So, yan. Then, compute natin, multiply natin si extremes and multiply natin si means. So, we have 9 times 15. So, compute nyo na, what is 9 times 15? Is equals to n times 10. What is 9 times 15?
135.
So, it is 135. Then, what is 10 times n?
10n.
10n. So, what we're going to do next? So, Rapunzel, what we're going to do next?
Divide.
Divide. Kanina natin sila i-divide?
10.
10. Very good. So we're going to divide it by 10. So cancel natin si 10, cancel si 10, matitira si n. So what is 135 divided by 10?
13.5.
13.5. And this will be the answer. So it means carpenters kasi to class. So kung carpenters to, tao to, diba? So wala naman 0.5 o kalahating tao, diba? So pwede natin isagot is 13 or di kaya 14. Okay? Kung 13 or 14. Kasi carpenters. So, diba tao naman ng carpenters. So pwede natin isagot i-round off na lang natin na 14. 14 ang sagot natin. Kasi 13 na carpenters bago kalahating carpenters. Ano siya? Manananggal. So wala namang manananggal na carpenters, diba? So kasi tao yung carpenters. So kailangan natin siya gawing whole number. Walang decimal. Kaya pwede natin isagot is 14. Since 0.5 naman siya, so there is 14 carpenters to finish the work in just 10 days. Okay? So pwede natin isagot is 14. Kung sagot naman 13.5, okay lang din yun. Okay? So naunawaan ba natin class?
Opo.